Jemima Edwards, Victoria Bansi and Vikki Rutledge, the Mums for Refugees, will now read some of the Nauru file cases. They will be accompanied by a former Save the Children staff worker who is here to bear witness to these cases. This senior child protection officer worked on Nauru for more than 18 months and has bravely come forward today to join our vigil and stand in solidarity with us. A Save the Children child protection and support worker was speaking with a female asylum seeker on the grass above the security entrance of Area 9. She informed the staff that her husband had reported 4 months ago to her that he had been in a car with his young son with 2 Nauru and Wilson security officers. She stated that, according to her husband, their son was sitting in between himself and the security officer. She stated that this car was taking the 2 from Area 9 to RPC3. She alleged that her husband informed her that their son had said to him that one Nauruan officer had put his hand up the boy's shorts and was playing with his bottom. She then reported that her husband stated that he removed the boy from the middle of the car and placed him on his lap, but did not say anything as he feared the 2 Nauruan officers in the car with him. She informed the Save the Children child protection and support worker that she had reported this to immigration officers in Brisbane when she was recently medevaced within the last 2 weeks.
29th of March 2015. At about 13:13 hours, a Wilson security guard was approached by a female asylum seeker. She said, "Officer, come quickly, my brother has cut himself." The guard followed her to the tent. On entering the room, he saw a male asylum seeker standing, assisted by a female asylum seeker. He was bleeding from the left wrist. There were 3 cuts to his left wrist area. There was blood on the floor and drops of blood in the hallway leading to the room. The guard called a code blue over the radio.
The 26th of June. A Save the Children teacher was supervising 3 students in a room at the RTC1 school and was sitting on the floor playing with the class, playing cards. The student walked into the classroom and reached up and took down a bottle of cleaning fluid from the top of a cupboard where it had been stored. Another student stood up and asked the student to give her the bottle, but he took the top off and ran out of the classroom. As he ran, he attempted to drink the liquid. The student then ran after him and knocked the bottle from his hand. Most of the cleaning fluid ended up on the floor and on the front of the student's shirt. However, he did ingest up to a cupful of the liquid. 3rd of September 2015. At 13:30, an asylum seeker child approached a Save the Children caseworker in the mess at RPC3. He was crying and was observed to be very shaken. The caseworker and the young asylum seeker sat outside, where he reported that a Wilson security guard had just hit him. He explained that he was in a tent with a few other asylum seekers when a security guard entered and yelled at them, "Why are you in here?" He then reported that the security guard grabbed him around the throat and hit his head against the ground twice. He also said that security guard threw a chair on him and showed the caseworker a red raised mark on his arm. In honour of the men, women and children seeking asylum who have suffered physically, emotionally and psychologically in Australia's cruel and unjustifiable offshore detention centres, we will now take a minute's silence.